Hey guys, what's going on? Okay, so now we're going to talk about how external influences actually make a really big difference on our energy. We're talking about everything that we see, everything that we listen to, everything basically that we make part of our daily life. Okay, so think of music. Music is something that resonates inside of you when you listen to it. So it actually has a really big influence in your energy and how you're vibing. But today's music, unfortunately, more than ever, has a really big influence in your decision making, believe it or not. So every time that you're listening to a specific tune of music that makes you feel a certain way, that specific way that you feel is the energy that you're generating, receiving that kind of vibe music. So never generalize, of course, but I'm going to give a really fast example. Like when you go to the club and you listen to reggaeton, or you listen to really sensual, for example, hip hop, right, or R&B. You're going to feel sensual. You're going to feel sexual. Reggaeton and any kind of being together and dancing together dance is actually something that is going to move your sexual energy, is something that is going to make you feel aroused. So that's why they say there's a right music for the right mood every time. So once you understand this, and maybe you've never really put that much thought to it, or you have, you're a little bit freer in making your own decisions, and you're going to make better choices in, okay, what kind of music am I going to listen to every day, right? Am I going to listen to something that is actually going to influence me into having my molecules of my body, which your molecules is what moves your energy inside of your body. Am I going to have a beautiful natural sound or violin, make music and resonate with my body so that those molecules are moving accordingly? Kind of like when people say they listen to Beethoven, or they listen to music that is just symphonical, and they just feel like they're kind of vibing in a different level where you can actually feel the music. Well, the same thing when you listen to hip hop, or the same thing when you listen to, again, rock. When you listen to rock or heavy metal, usually you use it to go to the gym. So you have this like great pumping, or house music. So you want to make sure that you understand how all these types of music make you feel, and give it the right time. Okay, so it's not every time like the same vibe, the same energy being sent at you, because believe it or not, it's almost like you're doing like a chanting. Okay, the more that you repeat a song, the more that you learn the lyrics to a song, and it doesn't have a good vibration for your body, you're chanting lyrics with music that is going to be making also a difference in your influences in what you do. Okay, so music is really big influence. What about television? Everything that you see, social media. Always make sure that you're feeding your eyes, because your eyes are constantly feeding themselves, just like you feed every day with food. It's the same thing, with your ears and with your eyes. I went like that, sorry. That you're seeing things and following people that are going to inspire you, to inspire you to do better, to be better, but not because they have millions of dollars and because they have material things that you don't, but rather that they can actually make you challenge yourself to be a better person and to question what's important in this life. Okay, so you want to make sure that whatever surrounds you in a digital world is almost the same as what you choose to be surrounded by in your everyday life. Because let's be honest, how much time do people really spend on social media these days? Okay, or watching television? Well, I think it's more social media than TV today. So if you're feeding yourself information, things that will enrich your brain and your experiences, then great, go for it. Now, if you're just wasting time sitting there and letting the time go by and just entertaining yourself, which is great, but like we said before with music, make sure that you're giving it the time that you need, and that you're taking time for yourself so you can actually resonate just with yourself. That's where we go back to meditation. When you meditate, you'll get a lot of answers that you might be looking for somewhere else, but really the answers are always inside of you. So the more in tune you allow your body to be. That's why it's important to be in nature. It's important to be in places with not so much sound and music and people. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's good to also relax, but make sure you have both, and that you're aware when you decide to be a part of one and when you decide to be a part of another, and you're aware when there's specific telecommunication or music that is trying to influence you to do things to generate negativity, because that's where we go to next. Because of how the world is, there's more popularity in music that actually makes people be more inclined to be promiscuous and materialistic than the contrary. And when you have people that actually come out talking about world peace and love and harmony, well, they all of a sudden disappear. Or they just don't become as famous. So that tells you how everything's resonating today. So make sure that you pick your choices of what surrounds you with your senses in a very smart way, so that you're not as influenced as much, and you can listen to any kind of music then, but all right, well, I'm not going to, I know what it's saying and what it's supposed to make you feel, but I'm not going to act on it, okay? So when you can listen to a song that's talking about sex, drugs, or alcohol, but you're going to be aware of that because you've gone through the lyrics and you feel the vibe and you see it makes you feel like partying, but it's not going to influence you. So that's what's important, that you know where these kind of influences are coming from, and make sure that you know how to, let's say, be aware of it, catch it, know when it's happening, so you know how to make decisions and not make decisions based on impulses, which is basically what causes you to make mistakes. Okay, so and you're going to realize that the more you get in tune with vibes, okay, that make your body be in harmony, the more you're going to be kind of bothered by anything that makes you have your mind constantly busy. What you're trying to do is every now and then at least keep your mind at ease and connected with the universe. All right? See you next time.